All right, folks, what a weekend we have ahead. It is playoff time in the NFL and college football. We have college football playoffs tonight. We have college football playoffs tomorrow night. We have NFL playoffs all day Saturday, all day Sunday, and Monday night to cap it off. And along to go with it all, the Iowa State Cyclones are 15-0 in basketball, and they are number 3 in the country. So what a time to be alive it is. And we're going to jump right into my picks, and we're going to go in chronological order here. So number 1, I'm going to start by taking the Panthers plus 10.5 at home versus the Rams. And I think the Rams are going to win, but I think this is going to be a touchdown game. And remember, the Rams have already lost at Carolina this year, so I think this is going to be a lot closer than 10.5. And if you look at Los Angeles Rams right now, they are a West Coast team traveling east. I think they'll start slow. I also think they're going to really try to run the ball, and it's going to shorten the game. Right now, if you look at the Rams, according to PFF, they have the best run blocking team in the NFL, and they're the 24th best pass blocking team in the NFL. That is quite the disparity. They're going to try to run the ball. They do get Davante Adams back this week, but I think this is going to be a closer game than 10.5. I think it's going to be about a touchdown game, and I am going to take the Panthers plus 10.5 at Carolina. Number 2, I'm going to take the Packers minus 1 at Chicago. And I think these are two teams that have really struggled over the past few weeks. If you look at the Packers, their defense is significantly worse without Micah Parsons. They don't even really look like the same team. They're having a really hard time generating pass rush. And for the Bears, that game against the Lions on Sunday was very concerning. There were wide receivers open all day long. It seems like they couldn't cover anyone. I believe Jordan Love is a lot better quarterback than Jared Goff is. I think Jordan Love is going to be able to pass for a ton of yards in this game. I think they're going to move the ball up and down the field. It's just a matter of how many points Caleb Williams can score as well against that banged up Packers defense. But I think ultimately the Packers are going to win, and I'm going to take the Packers minus 1. Number 3. And to me, this is the most intriguing game of the entire weekend. I'm going to take the Bills minus 1 at Jacksonville, and I think which is going to be an extremely close game. I think if there's anyone with the most pressure on him coming into this playoffs, it is Josh Allen and Sean McDermott. And I believe that if Sean McDermott loses this game, I think he will be gone on Monday morning. And this is probably the first time in NFL history where a 6 seed is playing a 3 seed. And if the 6 seed loses, it's going to be considered a disappointment for them. I think Jacksonville, over the past 6 weeks, they have been the best team in the NFL. They've been top 5 scoring offense, scoring defense. Trevor Lawrence is playing better than he ever has. But the Bills have the best player in the entire NFL, and they also have the best run game in the NFL. Now, Jacksonville does not give up a lot of yards running, so it's going to be more on Josh Allen than I think it's been over the past couple months, where they've really relied heavily on the run. But Josh Allen's the best player, and I think he absolutely has to win this game. If you look at his age right now, he's the same age as Peyton Manning was when he won his first Super Bowl, and we remember the stories about Peyton not being able to win the big one back then. So if he loses this game, I think there's going to be a lot of stories coming about will it ever happen for him. I think this is a must-win for them, and I'm going to take the Bills minus 1 at Jacksonville. Number 4, I'm going to take the 49ers plus 5 at Philadelphia. And when I looked at this game on Sunday, it was plus 3. It somehow moved up to plus 5. And I don't know if that's because Trent Williams and Ricky Pearsall aren't practicing and they're feeling that they're going to be out, but this has moved from 3 to 5. And if there's one team in the NFL that deserves to lose this weekend, it's the Philadelphia Eagles for sitting their starters in Week 18. They could have had the banged-up Packers coming into Philadelphia, but they chose to sit their starters, and now they're stuck with the 49ers, and if they lose, they completely deserve it. But if I look at this game, this is really unique because the 49ers have a very banged-up defense that's really struggling right now, giving up a lot of yards and a lot of points, going against the Philadelphia Eagles offense that hasn't been very good all year. And on the other side, you have a very good Eagles defense going up against a 49ers offense that is very good. So it's going to be really interesting to see. On one side, you kind of have a movable object versus stoppable force. On the other side, you have the unstoppable force versus the immovable object. So it'll be really interesting to see how that plays out. But I think ultimately Philadelphia will find a way to win this game, but it's going to be very close. I'm going to take Philadelphia to win this game 21-17. Number 5, I'm going to take the Patriots minus 3.5. And of all the games this weekend, this is probably the one I feel the most strong about. And if you look at this game, I think Drake May is the best young quarterback in the NFL right now. And I love their combination of Stevenson and Henderson in the backfield. They have been excellent the last couple months. Really all year. I thought their run game has been very good. They get Campbell back at left tackle. He's going to be played. That's going to be a huge upgrade for them on the offensive line. I think Vrabel is a top 3 coach in the NFL. And if I look at the Chargers starters right now, I think Harbaugh has done a tremendous job with this team. If this is an extremely rare stat to see in the playoffs, but right now the Chargers are dead last in run blocking and 31st in pass blocking. That's not something you would expect to see from a playoff team. I think that's something you'd expect to see out of the Jets or the Giants. But they're in the playoffs, and I think Harbaugh and Herbert have held this together as long as they could. But I think it ends this weekend. I think the Patriots will win this game by a touchdown. So I'm going to take the Patriots minus 3.5 at home versus the Chargers. And number 6, the Monday night game, and probably my favorite pick of the weekend as far as the biggest surprise. I'm going to take the Steelers plus 3 and to win this game and upset the Texans. And the Texans have the best defense in the NFL, but right now they cannot run the ball very well at all, and they really rely heavily on C.J. Stroud in the passing game for offense because they're very inconsistent running the ball. But if you look at the Steelers right now, I thought that was the best game Aaron Rodgers has played in 4 years. I thought he was tremendous in that game. I didn't think they had any chance to beat the Ravens. Now all of a sudden they get DK Metcalf. He's going to be a better option for them than anyone they had at wide receiver the past 2 games. T.J. Watt is going to be playing his second game, so he should be better. And I think that they're at home right now, and that's going to be a tough Steelers crowd to play against. I am going to take the Pittsburgh Steelers plus 3 and to upset the Texans. So that's how I see Wild Card Weekend going around. Can't wait to watch. Let me know if you disagree with any of my opinions, and we'll talk to everyone Sunday night.